guys. Welcome back to Four Towers Films and
Doug 218. What's up?
welcome back. It is the Double Eviction episode of Big Brother Canada Season 7, Episode 10. Wow, it was quite the good episode. If you haven't watched it yet, do it as soon as you can. As you know, it all usually starts out with
Previously on Big Brother.
But as we all know, Corey had run the POV and she didn't use it. And so Chelsea and Kira were still on the block. And it was pretty much the consensus was for a long time to get rid of Chelsea. Although, at one point, there appeared to be a bit of a glimmer of hope for Chelsea. Because Mark, one of the pretty boys, may not be as happy with his four-person alliance as it might appear at this point. Because he was talking to us, because he was out in where the hot tub is, which is kind of like the outside smoking area.
Yeah.
And he was talking about he likes being out there when no one's around, and he could think, and he's thinking, does he really want... He likes his boys, of course, but does he really want to run with them until the end of the game? Because really, they're the power players right now. And he's like, it's not really going to make him win if he's doing what like Dane and Adam want. And really, at this point, that's what they're doing. Mark and Anthony are basically doing kind of basically what they want. And so he was thinking maybe it might be a better idea to go after Dane if he ended up winning HOH, or someone like he could get an ally to do it, kind of thing. And so,
and he also said something. If a double eviction comes up, now is a good time to take the shot.
Mm-hmm.
But at this point, they don't know. They don't know it's double eviction,
right? Because this would be like. I think a couple of days ago, he was sitting outside thinking of it. And so, you know how it's edited, it can take things from even last week and they'll put it into context, and it'll appear to be that day or something, but it's actually like a week ago or something. If any of you watch the live feeds, you can kind of pick when that scene took place, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's not within the last couple of days, but I think this was, so. Because, yeah, he's been talking a lot to Chelsea lately. I've been seeing, so has Anthony, actually. And so it almost looked like it was like perhaps the guys might be wanting to turn against Dane and Adam somewhat. That's what it appeared like. And it's not necessarily not either. It's not necessarily not. So we're not really sure at that point.
It's like they kind of want to, but...
It might not be the right time, kind of thing. That might be what they're thinking. So, Chelsea knows she's going to have to campaign. And she doesn't really want to campaign against Kira because she likes her. And they are allies, But she knows it's her or Kira.
Mm-hmm.
So she's going around trying to gather allies, which really you have to fight. And she goes to Mark. And Mark actually want to play pool. And they're outside playing pool. And he kind of brings up to her, and I think this conversation could have gone a little differently. Tell us what you guys think and what you think.
Yeah.
He basically is the one to bring it up. Say I vote for you. Say you have my vote. Who would your target be? Who would you go after? Who do you want to ally with? But she's not really answering it. She takes it like he's being condescending to her. Now, of course, we're only seeing a part of this conversation. Now, if you guys have seen it on the live feeds, let us know what you think. But do you think it was condescending, or do you think she took it the wrong way? Because I don't know. What do you think? I didn't get that he was being condescending. I think he's trying to feel her out.
I think it was more like, let me know where your head's at.
Yeah, that's kind of what I got, too. Not that he was being condescending. I didn't see him being condescending. Do you?
It's more of, I don't know who you're aligned with, where you're sitting, right. So I don't want to give you too much that's going to put me in the proverbial hot seat.
Exactly. And now she basically said to him she thinks it's a guy's alliance, and he If you think about it, he kind of confirmed it by not confirming. It's how he didn't say no because he kind of said, "No, I can't confirm that right now," kind of thing. Well, you basically just confirmed it, you know. I don't think she's that stupid, but maybe it was anybody else. But yeah, that's kind of what I got. And I think maybe that's partially what she thought is condescending, is how he answered that question. Instead of outright saying, yeah, there is, because pretty much everybody knows it now. He kind of did, he went that route, you know, so. But I don't think we saw the whole conversation. No. They obviously edited it for time.
We only saw a piece of that.
Right. So, but it looked like he was planning on possibly keeping Chelsea and voting Kira out, because he might think that was better for his game, and then maybe taking a shot, especially with a double eviction, going after Dane. But that's pretty much all we saw of what Mark was thinking.
Yeah.
How they kind of was confirmed that there was a guy's alliance. I mean, they pretty much knew. But Kira was outside, same area, when Dane and Adam, I think, was out there, maybe Anthony.
Most of the fellas were outside.
We're talking and that.
And talking about the different hand signs and groups.
Of like the Renegades and the other
the
alliances.
Shield. And all
the
that.
Shield. Do you remember that? The Shield? And, because they're talking not just the Canadian one, they're talking the Big Brother alliances, which most of them are, except I think the Shield was that the Canadian one? I forget. No, I forget. Most of them are the American alliances. But,
and then Dane.
And so Dane does this, I think, to Adam, and Shakira caught that.
Yeah.
She's smart cookie. This is one to watch.
She was facing, they have like a mirrored window outside, and she was facing toward it.
That's all the cameras are.
And so she could see behind her, and she saw him throw that up.
Well, yeah, because how it's situated, if you guys are watching, you see it, you know, the hot tub's here, and then they've got like the couches and chairs kind of surrounding the hot tub. So Dane was sitting on one of the
loungers kind of thing.
And she was kind of beside him on the chair. And then, so of course, she's looking like this straight on, and she sees him do that. So then, she knows, confirms. So she goes and tells Sam and Chelsea, and there's a guy's alliance, and
that's their hand
signal. So they basically know that there's a guy's alliance, right? So Chelsea kind of shifts gears and says, "Why don't we just expose this guy's alliance? I mean, pretty much everybody knows about it anyway, so what's the friggin' point?
Let's do it.
What's the point, you know?" And it seems like they were kind of on board with it. Right now, Kira she's on the block with her, so she can't really do much. She's fighting her own game. So, which I think she's playing pretty well, if you think about it. I think they do find her a bit dangerous now. She's smart. And,
she's motivated now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, definitely. This is like the second time she's been on the block, like in a week. And so, Chelsea pulls in Esty into the storage room and basically says, you know, there's a guy's alliance, tells her about the sign. And Esty's listening. I think Esty and Kiki already know that there's a guy's alliance. It's not confirmed, but they suspect. And she's saying, you know, like, you know, all of Canada, especially the women, are watching this, and they're like, "You're so stupid to let these guys pick you up and run the house." Well, is that really any different than any other year that there's a guy's alliance? Not really. For some reason, you guys probably agree, girls or women just can't seem to form an alliance and keep it together for longer than a day. I don't know why that is, why they can't work together. Like the guys can always form a pretty solid alliance, but no, I've yet to see it. Maybe once, and that was on Survivor.
Yeah.
One all-female alliance actually made it, and a guy still won that year. So, I mean, and they could have voted him out numerous times, and they didn't, but because they're using him as a number. But I don't know. I just don't see why. Like, are they intimidated by each other or what?
If you have a theory on this,
well, what do you think? Why do you think women just can't seem to form alliances, or at least keep it together? Like, I just don't get it. But and Chelsea, I kind of agree with her in that respect. They're letting Dane run the house, and the thing is, the power will shift. So then what are they going to do? They're going to have to scramble because, like, if you're up one side butt the entire game and then the power shifts, which it inevitably does, then what are you going to do?
Exactly.
So, and right now they do have the numbers to take out. There's only 4 of them. There's a lot more who are not in the Pretty Boy Alliance. And I mean, obviously, they're picking up their own allies. They're targeting their own allies, people who voted with them. So can you really trust them? Not really. So Chelsea's basically saying all this to Nasty, and she looks like she's listening, and I think she does. She does realize that. And so then we get to the eviction.
They say their
piece, and Chelsea and Kit, they both had really good speeches. There's just too detailed to really go into, but when you watch it, you'll see they're both really good, and they both have good points. So by unanimous vote, they vote out Chelsea. No surprise there. And she goes, it's okay, guys, it's a game, which it is. Better not to take it personally, really, because it's just a game. They all do like her. So they all, kind of split up, and then you find out it's a double eviction.
Yeah.
Or they find out it's a double eviction.
Everyone back to the living room right now.
So, where's the HOH comp?
And it's when they've done before or after.
Yeah. They have a series of questions. Did this happen before or after this other event? So it comes down to Adam, Mark, and Eddie, I believe, are the last 3.
Yeah.
And the last question, only Adam got it right. So Adam won HOH. So what's interesting is now the difference between Big Brother Canada and Big Brother USA on the live eviction day, what we're seeing on TV is not actually live. It's taped a couple hours ahead of time. Taped around 5 p.m. Eastern time. So it's not actually live. So like it is in States.
Yeah.
Where it's actually live, the eviction time. But so what we got to see was a little bit of behind the scenes negotiating, which you don't get to usually except to go to commercial, right? And the American broadcast. So you saw
like one at a time.
One at a time. I think it's Anthony and Adam go into the storage room, and he initially says SD and Kiki, and they're like, "Do you think we should break them up?" Because they know they're together, and so that's. Looks like it's going to happen. Now, I don't know how Dan would feel because he likes SD, but I think he'd cut her loose, just like I think Adam would cut Sam loose if he had to.
And vice versa.
Right. So, then Sam is talking to, I think, Kira at this point, and she, in her goodbye message to Chelsea, said, it's not the right time to expose the guys' alliance, but I'm not going to let them run the house and pick off all the girls. So she goes in and talks to him, and he goes, I want to do Kiki. And she goes, yeah, I think you should, because they know Kiki's coming after them. And she goes, I think you should do Eddie, because he's also thrown their name out there.
Yeah.
And he's like, you think so? She goes, yeah, of course. Nobody's going to fault you for doing Eddie, because, I mean, it's not on our side, basically. So they go in, and he nominates Kiki and Eddie.
They jump right into POV, and it's they're standing on
like a puzzle,
and how it's like a maze
with a ball in it, like a ball puzzle.
And then how they have to navigate.
It's really neat.
By rotating it to get the ball to go to the end. So Kiki wins.
Kiki wins.
POV takes herself off without question.
So during all this, Kira and Sam are talking, like when they're talking about who the replacement should be. And Kira's saying if you can get him to put up Mark and you can backdoor him, because you can say to him that you don't want people to know that you're in an alliance, but you say you're not. Oh, this can prove it. And if you don't nominate him and backdoor him, it'll prove you are working together in an alliance.
Yeah.
So Sam tries to do that. She goes and talks to him.
And
And because Kira knows she'll probably be going up as a replacement, so because if he lost blood on his hand.
Yeah.
And
surprise,
Sam tries, and he goes, no, I'm not doing that now, no, because what if it goes wrong, the numbers go against me, it'll hurt my game. Well, obviously, you'd have the numbers.
Yeah.
Because people would vote out Mark, believe me. Not to say we don't, because we do like Mark, it's just, they know. I mean, he's not good with our game. So he would go over Eddie. So, no, I'm not doing that. So, Kiki takes herself off and he nominates Kira. Big surprise there. And so they do their
spiel again.
And by yet another unanimous vote, they vote out Eddie. Again, not a real big surprise. So, and at one point, Eddie, because he knows, once Kiki didn't use it and they put up Kira, he's crying. He knows he's going to go. And they're all telling him, it's just game, it's not you. It's not you. And he knows it. I mean, I think it would be hard, especially because it's his dream. He's like a super fan. So Eddie goes out, and we don't know who the next week. I mean, they probably played it, so we'll have to find out later. So we don't know who the new HOH is yet. But Chelsea and Eddie are now gone from the house.
And next week, next episode, they'll find out about the Leon's Lounge and the Blood Veto.
So we'll have to see
how that
comes out and what they do with it and what actually the Blood Veto does, if we even find out.
Oh no, it was a pretty good episode.
It was a very good episode. It was action packed and not really surprising though.
Two unanimous evictions.
See, that's what we were saying. Everybody's playing for what the pretty boys want, really, at the moment. Because right now, they're running the house because they pretty much, that side has won all the HOHs.
Yeah.
I mean, Chelsea won last week, but she was working with them, and then they turned on her. She was even saying that to Arissa, that it's kind of heartbreaking in a way that your own allies turn against you. Because she even asked Sam and Adam, why aren't you trying harder for me? And they're both kind of like, well, it would hurt our game kind of thing. Can't go against the house. Well, Adam, obviously, because that's what his alliance wants. Yeah. So he's just not admitting it. Yet Sam, because she's going with Herman, and she doesn't want to hurt her game in the house. But obviously the power will shift, and it will probably pretty soon. But will they have the guts to take the shot? Or will they go for, not necessarily the power players?
Yeah.
Really.
So
I really wouldn't consider, I like Eddie, but I wouldn't really consider him a power player, or it's an easy vote.
So Sunday's going to be the deciding factor.
If whoever wins HOH, to see if the power shifts again, which it might. It's going to happen. It's just a matter of who gets it and what they'll do with it.
Exactly.
Will they play their own game? What do you guys think? Put in the description box. Let us know. What do you think? Well, that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this week's Big Brother Canada Season 7. This is episode 10. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification button. Upload every time there's a Big Brother Canada episode. And join in the conversation. Take care, guys. See you next week.
Have a great weekend.
Bye.
Bye.